What's up, everybody? Video here, and this video is a response. Let me show you who it's a response to. This motherfucker right here, he doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy, he doesn't know shit. So let me tell you something. Can you believe this guy? Alright. So first of all, we're all talking Project Spark right now. Project Spark is pretty controversial in the gaming world right now because of its inclusion of a certain character and a certain joke made. Alright. Now, the joke in question comes from Conker himself, from Conker's Bad Fur Day. About, it's been almost 10 years since his last game, and he says, in reference to Microsoft, if they're not going to make it, we're going to make it. So this has the internet kind of exploding with people, saying, Microsoft, you mother, how dare you, just rants towards Microsoft. So first of all, is it cool to see Conker back? Hell yeah, it's awesome to see Conker back in some way. That's awesome, alright? I nearly crapped my pants when I saw that he came back, but then the excitement started to dwindle, and then I started figuring out what exactly this was. So, it's not a new Conker game. It's more along the lines of what it seems like Toy Story 3 Disney Infinity, where you kind of build your own world, and that's really it. Little Big Planet, But they're adding Conker as a character. And they're pretty much saying, Microsoft is essentially saying, no, we're not going to make the game, you're going to make the game. What? Why would you have a game where you make your own game? That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. But then why would you stick Conker in there, bitch slap the fans, and then be like, oh, no, we're not making a game. Now maybe they are making a game. Who knows? We don't know yet. When it was first proposed, it never happened. In fact, the game's director, Seaver, had like the first level all laid out. He knew how it was going to end, and it was going to end with Conker becoming like the ruler of the known universe. And so he knew the beginning, he knew the end, he knew like pretty much the layout of the first level, and he had it like almost all planned out. And Microsoft canned that. So I doubt they're making a new Conker game. If they canned it back then, when it had an idea pretty much in motion, it's not going to happen. Now, the other point that this scrub brings up is, do we want another Conker game? I want another Conker game. You want another Conker game. We all want another Conker game. Now, of course, a lot of the people at Rare aren't there anymore. In fact, Seaver is not even there anymore. So, do we want a new Conker game? I say yes. If Killer Instinct can work with a completely new team, which Seaver also worked on, why not? Why not get it working? I don't think it really matters anymore. To be honest, I think it could still work with seeing how Killer Instinct worked. He backs up the claim by saying, oh, well, Banjo Nuts and Bolts sucked. First of all, Banjo Nuts and Bolts was awesome. I'm sick of all these people trashing on Banjo Nuts and Bolts. Is it as good as Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie? No. Is it a good game? Yeah, it looks good. It's funny. And, you get to build your own cars, which is pretty badass. It goes back to the roots of Banjo. If you all remember, Banjo started out in, what was it? Diddy Kong Racing. A racing game where you drive cars. That's a rant for another day. I like that game. I'm not going to be like him and spend half the video talking about nuts and bolts. Do we want another Conker game? I would say yes. Could it be a bomb? Yeah. But we're kind of used to Rare sucking, so you know what? might as well take a chance. If we can survive through Connect Sports games, we can suck it up if the game sucks. Do I think it'll suck? No, I think it'll be fine. The reason Nuts and Bolts turned out the way it was is because they wanted to try something new. God forbid the gaming industry tries something new. If they stick to the same formula and, you know, bring back Chris Seaver as some sort of director or some sort of consultant, it could work. If Killer Instinct can work, Conker could be able to work. If Miyamoto doesn't want to make Mario games and Mario games can still work, Conker can work. Just because the original team leaves doesn't mean the successors are going to suck. Now, sometimes that does happen, but for the most part, you look at Nintendo, a lot of the people, once again, like Miyamoto, who used to be very hands-on with games, is now kind of just like, no, I'm producer, I'm working on other little small projects. He's not working on Mario anymore, and Mario's been fine. He hasn't even been the lead designer for Zelda in a long time. He's still been more hands-on with that, but, you know, Zelda's been fine. Mario's been fine. So, and even when, you know, sometimes the creators get hands-on with the game doesn't mean it's going to be good, you know. You know what I mean? Even if the original creators are still working on the game and they make a sequel, it could still suck. So, I think just because the original team isn't around doesn't automatically mean we should dismiss it and say, oh no, it's going to suck. Let's not even see it. You know what I mean? I would prefer to actually see some form of it before I could discredit it. As of, you know, Project Spark, I think it's cool to see Conker back. At least it's something. And, you know, I'll stay by that. But I would prefer them to actually release a new Conker game. Could you imagine how cool that would have been had they actually just announced a brand new Conker game? Instead of just throwing them in here and kind of calling it, you know, enough. Now, if they do later down the road announce a new Conker game, great. I'll take back everything I said. Then everyone's rants are null and void. But until that happens, everyone should be pissed off. Because we gotta show Microsoft that no, we're not standing for this. Make a new game, damn it. This is what Microsoft does. That's why people don't like Microsoft. So, we gotta show them this is not the way. As for Banjo, I don't know, man. I don't know if Banjo will ever bounce back because of the backlash of Nuts and Bolts. Even though it wasn't that bad. That's what happens, man. That's what happens when you try and do something new and the fan base just hates it. Zelda 2. Everyone hates it. Why? Because it's different. I'm just saying, people, you need to be okay for change because it's because of the backlash that these different games get and for companies trying something new, why they just keep rehashing shit over and over again. Look at Mario, look at Call of Duty, look at all those games that just do the same shit over and over again. That's why. It's because anytime something does try anything remotely new, it's instantly bashed just because it's new. If you really, and I know I didn't want to turn this into a Nuts and Bolts rant, but if you look at Nuts and Bolts, it's not that bad. Controls fine, the graphics are pretty looking, it's fun to build cars, it's fun to explore levels, at least in my opinion. I thought it was fun to just drive around and explore shit. But we don't like change. So, that's my rant on Zach's rant. So, it's gonna be that's gonna be it for this video. I don't know what else to say. See you guys later.